So what Richie says is really fundamental. You can't go against the big power without friends and without comrades, without community. The only way that the only way that we were able to beat them where the teachers were not. 35 of them were together. That's a lot of people. You'd think you had a little army there. Snuffed them just like that because they didn't have a larger analysis. They didn't connect the inside with the outside. And what had to happen, what really began to happen was that a lot of education had to be poured into the community through people like Gunnar Divois, who was the head of the National Association of Retarded Citizens, coming in, my teacher, Richard Koch, who was a pediatrician, had trained me at Children's Hospital in L.A. I would bring them in. They're unassailable. They come in, they give a talk in the community, you get the community organizations, All of a sudden it's all legit. It's on the front page of the newspaper. The IP comes to town, says here's the way it is with how it ought to be. And by the way, they went to Willowbrook and got, what's that? And so you begin to build a sense of courage and confidence in the community. But remember what I said also, and what Mark just said. The fundamental model is inimical to our success. The way in which funding in the United States is set up by law, Title XIX Medicaid money, requires out-of-home placement to deal with those things that can only be properly solved in home. Families have to be strengthened. Investment has to be made into mom and dad and brother and sister. Without that fundamental investment, unless you create a priority condition that says in-home support at any price is better than anything out of home, you're violating what we consider, what we call, the principle of using the least restrictive alternative, right, which you all hear about in normalization. That does not exist.